Thank you for joining us. If you've been part of this before, if you're just stopping by, clicking like, what is this? It's where I watch it. I have it on my DVD player, Sanford and Son, and then anyone else who joins watches it on their TV or streaming device while they chat with us, and then we just do nothing but laugh about the episode. And then afterwards, or if you know what, you go, hey, you know what? I don't want to watch this little thing get together. You can always fast forward if this is not live. Fast forward to about 30 minutes in, because then what we do is usually talk about anything Sanford and Son. Excuse me for the glasses. The only way I can actually see what people comment is if I wear glasses. But on today's episode, what's happening? We got two people here. We'll give it probably right now. I see we're almost a minute in. I'll probably wait about 3 or 4 minutes if we start to get more people coming in. Welcome everyone who's joining now. Now we got four. See, it's picking up fast. But today we are doing Fred's Cheating Heart, and I can't remember. I think it was it Clyde? It was somebody in our. It might have been Clyde. It could have been Big Daddy. Somebody in there mentioned this episode, and I said, I think it was Clyde. And I said, you know what? We're gonna do Fred's Cheating Heart live together, because man, I absolutely love this one. I mean, heck, we love them all. It's season 3, right? What do we not love about season 3? You know, funny that I didn't know this, so I just looked it up recently. I knew it was one of the top seasons, but yeah, oh, it was you, Mike? Yeah, remember you were talking about, you brought this episode up, and I'm like, we need to go over a live show with this one. But it's funny is with season 3 is that I always would have thought that would have been the top season, right? It's the most highest rated episodes in Sanford and Son history. Each season, you go, season 2 was the number 2 show, only behind All in the Family. Number 3 dipped to number 3, which is really weird. And then I think because of the outrageous success of season 3, season 4 was number 2 again. And number 4, the quality of episodes. I mean, the second highest rated was Grady with Fred's Treasure Garden. So to me, that goes, you know what? I think season 4 got the high ratings from the reputation of season 3. So it's just ironic that the season 2 and 4 are rated higher than season 3, when in reality, season 3 has some of the best ever Sanford and Son. And if you have the DVD, I mean, some people might know this. I have the DVD box set, okay? I got the box set right here. You know, I have them all. You can see in display. And there's something in here that if you pop in this disc, and this is disc, what is this, disc 2? No, I think this is disc 3. If you pop in disc 3, it says right on the opening screen, if you have DVD, it says, fun fact, 319. So episode 19 of season 3 was not filmed because of the dispute. Then we know we got 6 straight episodes of Grady to end season 3. But I did not know that. It actually says it. Here, let me read it to you exactly what it says inside right here. It says it right here. It goes, TV Trivia Fun Factoid. Episode 19 was written but never filmed due to the contract disputes between Red Fox and the show's producers. The negotiations also forced Foxx not to appear in season 3's final 6 episodes. He returned to the hit season at the start of season 4. But I never knew that they had an episode 19, and we never got, I wonder what it was. That's one, they never filmed it. Can you imagine if they filmed it and got hidden away somewhere, and all these years later, we could have pulled it up now, someone could have dug it out. That would have been cool. All right, we're basically, we got about another 10 seconds, and I'm going to start it. If you are following along on Peacock, on Tubi, on your DVD like I am here, I'm going to hit play, and right now we're doing Fred's Cheating Heart. Great episode. I mean, everything in season 3 is great, but this one, man, I love having him here. So here we go. If you're with us, and if you feel any times, hey, what's happening, Share Money? I was just going to say, if you come in and you want to say what's up, drop a hello so I know you're here, and then we'll just get going. Share Money, we're going to start it up. Fred's Cheating Heart, I'm hitting play right now because we're 4 minutes in. And forgive me if my nose sounds stuffed up. You know, I was 100%, every time we do a live show, it's something where I end up getting a hoarse throat, right, from watching a Ducks hockey game or a football game or my son's baseball game. And then now this time it's, I'm just getting sick. I was totally fine. Stayed up late last night playing games with the kids, and then woke up early because he had his baseball opening day. Then I had to coach flag football, get the whole team together for flag football. Then we went to, oh, you're getting a cold, you live in the garage? Oh, man, I know the garage life. I know the garage life. Where's the volume? Oh, I know the garage life. I used to live in a friend's garage. Hey, don't worry about a thing, Papa Banks. Yes, we're getting that. Hey, don't worry about a thing, Papa Banks. Hall's cough. It's my nose. Like, I'm not coughing, My nose is killing me. I started falling asleep before we did this because I'm exhausted. After that, we went to a friend's daughter's softball game, so I've been gone all day. And then I played football with the kids, trying to be the young guy. And I'm just beat. But this is exciting. I'm happy to do this, and I love this. I'm like, no way am I going to cancel this. Even like I said, share money, Matt, just a few groups. Mike. Yeah, there you go. You got the fridge. That's right. You're chilling. You're chilling. You got your fridge. You're lucky. Fred's doing his Popeye song. That was one of the few cartoons I remember watching. Hey, Mike. One of the few. Good to see you. Hey, I'm glad you joined us, Mike. Yeah, you had your huge Sanford and Son marathon the other day. But he's watching Popeye. Did anyone else watch Popeye? I was a big fan. I was a kid. My dad used to love it, so he'd put it on. I remember watching it when I was a kid. It's one of the first cartoons I remember watching, Popeye the Sailor Man. And Fred, in this episode, it sounds like Fred went and did like a full 48 hours in Vegas and did like a comedy show. His voice sounds so hoarse, and he seems like he's tired. You watched 11? Holy cow. That's a good evening. See, this is the outfit I like. This is the outfit right here. That one where he's got the same shirt right there and the same suspenders. This is the episode right here. Not the same pants, though. Popeye the Sailor Man. Oh, the Red Fox show. Oh, thank you, Mike. Hey, it's Skeeter Matthews. You had Popeye VCR. Oh, man. That's so cool. VCR, yes. Old school. VHS, not beta. Fred just said like 8 goodbyes in one. Get your hat. So long, Irene. Was that you, Mike? Right now, this is when he's asking for the donations. What's the actor's name? I can't ever pronounce his last name. It's a real deep name. The actor here who's in this, who's Skeeter Matthews. Somebody shared on it that he passed away because we were talking about this episode, talking to each other in comments, and someone said that he passed away. His day job. I know, right? He's got to find one way to earn some money to do the illegal dealing. But they said he passed away, I think, 2 days before Red Fox of a heart attack. Same thing. And they were saying it was ironic here. He's talking about taking care of your heart. He's just an actor. But still, it is ironic that he passed away 2 days before Red Fox. He looks way younger, too. No, this is Roger Thomas's dad. This is his job before he's able to earn enough money to go back. He knows this set well. Thank you, Rashala. Thalmus. There we go. Thalmus Rashala. I can never get his name. Thalmus. I always forget. But remember? Yeah, he's the father in What's Happening. This is the same set. So he goes from this on 2 episodes to What's Happening. I don't think he was ever in Sanford. But yeah, this set turned into What's Happening later on. It's where Lamont's like, is it possible for someone to have 3 or 4 heart attacks a day? They'd be dead. It's so good. 26 big ones. I like his all now. That's unbelievable. Simulated. They're all fake. We know they're all fake. Like a father to me. That's Fred. Tightness in the chest, pain in the left shoulder. Oh, this is such a good one. I love when they get to the hospital. I can't wait till we get to the nurse. Quiet down, Mr. Sanford. People are sick in here. Yes, share money. That's what, I looked it up years ago because I remember when I watched What's Happening, I watched that first. And then I got into Sanford and Son as a teenager, and I said, "Hey," it always reminded me. I said, "Hey, it looks just like Raj's stairs going upstairs." And then later, when the internet came out, I found out, ain't nobody can be, right, Mike? I know. Hey, I'm feeling generous. Here's $2. 30 million people. Good luck. Yeah, we can end homeless, right? If everyone would give $1. This is, look, it's funny, they blocked off Kellogg's on the Rice Krispies box. The Kellogg's, because that's the brand name, but they didn't block out Rice Krispies. I guess they didn't have the trademark for Rice Krispies. Still above ground. Now, did he have it and be okay? Because Sanford, he was okay. That was 1980. The one where he had the heart attack and passed away was, he passed away in The Royal Family. That's the one where he was about 7 episodes in, and then he had the heart attack. Della Reese shares the whole story, and Della Reese is like, you can look it up online. Yeah, Royal Family, Mike. That's where he had the heart attack, and they were doing rehearsals. And remember, Red Fox, if you look it up, I mentioned on this channel, he never liked to rehearse. He never liked to rehearse. Everyone else could, but he already knew how to do it. He liked the spontaneous of it. And then he goes and the producer's like, get him on here. He needs to be here. And Della's like, Red was so mad. And then he came out there, did a little bit, and he had no talking lines. He was just supposed to stand there. And then he ended up falling over, having a heart attack. And then he told Della Reese, get my wife. That's what they said, get my wife. Yeah, the Royal Family. It's sad because, I mean, he was obviously in bad health, but you could see he was, from the story, it sounded like they made him mad, that producer. They were always butting heads. That didn't help his heart attack, that's for sure. Magic Figure Marias. I keep forgetting about this. Yeah, something about comics. Something about comics where they said they like the spontaneous of, they know their lines and they don't like to rehearse because they feel like they waste it. Maria Fuentes. Fred can't take it. Fred. Little Frederico. Frederico Manuel. The episode Fred has the big one. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that in Sanford, that he actually had a heart attack. He should have improved his health then, if he had a heart attack in Sanford. He's like, get your arm off. I ain't going to a hospital. I like when he says, I ripple of the grapes. Right here. Our Lady of the Lee's Hospital. I love that. Just give me some I ripple of the grapes. Yeah, that's from what the comics. You can also find on YouTube. The guy who used to do has the big one and ended the fake heart attacks after that because Cal got worried. Oh, okay. Thank you, Mike. So you guys are right. A couple share. Sorry, not share money. Still above ground. There you go. You're the one who said it before he fell down. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I remember that episode. Remember, I didn't know that was real, but I remember that episode where Cal says, no more. Remember, that's a funny one too, but he's like, no more. He said, you can't be doing these heart attacks no more. And he actually stops on the show. That's a fact. Yes, you're right. I haven't seen that episode in forever because that one's not online. You can't stream that. They only let you stream about half the season of Sanford. And that episode, yeah, I saw the whole series on BET, and I recorded them all, but then I got rid of DirecTV where they were all saved, so I don't have them anymore. Oh, he's at the hospital on mine now. He's at the hospital. That poor guy, you should know he's going to have hemorrhoids. He's on his stomach and in pain. The hospital, yeah. The one last time he got the hospital, that's right. I'm glad you guys said that. I forgot all about that episode, honestly. But I remember that Cal saying, oh gosh, this is when he sees the nurse. Fred is like, she's all, is everything all right? It was. He's a whole lot upset. Yeah. You don't even know I'm here. I'm trying to look for this hat that he has in this one. I want that hat. I'll probably wear it some episodes. I'm trying to get more Sanford and Son stuff, but the hats are definitely ones I want. They all, who cooks with Lysol? He's smelling her. Lysol. I like the nurse's reaction. She just stares at him like, she's nice. She's grouchy, but she's nice. Oh, I like when he gets this, yeah, share money. He's all, Lysol. This guy, what is he, back in there already? Oh, they must have took him out. Is this the hemorrhoid room? When he says that, it's so funny. Hey, will you shut up? Fred is so funny, dude. Now Lamont has to know everything. Heart disease number one. Heart disease number one. Oh, here we go. Kill more blacks than anything. He's all, I didn't know that. I thought it was the police. That's such a good line. Yeah, give Fred a TV set. I'm sorry, Mike. I missed the last comment. It was Fred Sanford a junkie. Yeah, Dan. Yeah, Dan. Remember she says that. And she's all, people in here are sick. He's all, I know. You're the one who's making them sick. Fred screwed on this. Yeah, Dan. Yes, exactly, share money. That's what it was. He got the TV out of it. Yeah, remember he got the color TV? And then he's all, it's all coming back to me now, son. When he mentions about the convertible, about the car. Or that he knew Fred. He blew it with his memory. Yeah, and that one, that makes me mad. I'm like, Fred, you pulled fast one on Lamont, which I feel bad for Lamont, but Fred needs a TV. But then at the end, he doesn't just shut up. He still complains. I think that guy who's in the... He's going to jump over the screen. That actor, I'm about 90% sure he was one of the guys in watching the episode The Gray Foxes. Not the original three. Not the two women and the guy. But when they're all circling inside Fred's thing, power to the Foxes, and they're holding the signs. One of the old men, the actors, is the guy here who's in Fred's roommate. I like when he gets his shaving kit out. And he's all... She's all, is there anything I can do to make you more comfortable? Put him around us. He's a dirty old man. Yeah, Mike, yeah. It was, he doesn't know, I mean, at least this one he has a talking part. But next time you watch the Gray Foxes and they're in his living room protesting, he's got gray hair and he's kind of humped over. He's one of the ones in it. He's one of the extras. Oh, see, thank you, Share Money. You remember. Mike. Two strong men. Two big strong men. Oh, six. Big strong men. I like her. She's like, I know what you're going to say. And I'm going to die a dead old, what is it? He's all, you're a dirty old man, and I'm going to die a dirty old man. Till I'm a dead old man. Here he goes, getting the shaving kit. Get his hair ready. The best is the aftershave. When he does it, he even makes the stunned face. I love that. I love that. Obviously, that's a take from the commercial, right? I'm too young. I remember a commercial in the 80s. Maybe they copied it, but it's something to do with the commercial ad. Oh, I feel so bad for him. It's not White Esther, but it's close as you can get. Oh, God. Yeah. Have you ever heard anyone jump up and say, that was nice and painless? Oh, we missed that part, Mike. That's my fault. I was talking so much about Sanford when he had the heart attack with Cal. Here it is, Dan. If you're still here, Dan, here it is. She's you're the one making people sick in here. Yeah, I know, Dan. That's what I'm saying. He does that. His eyes get big, and he looks like someone really looks like someone really hit him. Oh man. There, I think was that Dan or Mike? You guys said that. Oh, Grady, yes. I forgot Grady. How did I forget this? I love Grady being in here. Every time Grady comes, I think this is his second episode ever. He always comes with a friend who died. Well, they'll find something wrong with you. Grady evolved so much later in the season from taking the show over. I wonder if he had never taken over, would he have been as popular as he was? Because he's funny, but he just had, like this. He was like the... Esther could have showed up in the hospital and... He could have... Uh-oh, I just saw my phone. Richard Sherman arrested for suspicion of DUI. Gosh, these guys, these athletes. You got millions. Wardell Jackson died. Junior Cooper. It comes in 3. Grady, see? Grady's character's like the Grim Reaper. Remember? I am not sick. Edie Hugh McGee said, yeah, Mike, I guess you're number 3. I am not sick. He's all, I am not sick. And he rolled out of that bed. Yes, Mike. And he rolled out of that bed and died. Grady is so funny. But he's such a Grim Reaper. Yeah, they'll always find something wrong with you, Fred. At least Grady told him. Now Fred got an idea. Thank you, Grady. You just gave Fred an idea. Grady's crying. Does he say... Oh, before they put... Is this where he says before they put the makeup on you? Yes! Oh! Yes! The lipstick and rouge. Grady's so funny. Oh my gosh, Mike. I watch that show still nightly when I go to bed. Mystery Science Theater 3000 or even Riff Tracks. Can you imagine us, like a huge group of us, 10 of us, just watching Sanford and Son and just cracking jokes with the show? It's already as good as it gets, but I think a huge community would love that if we could legally do that, which I don't think we could. I had a couple of my videos, if you guys... The beginning, sometimes on some of my videos, Sony blocked the whole video. I had to cut out the opening. You know, it's just literally 5 seconds. They will come after you for 5-second clips and block the whole 20-minute video. I had to cut 5 seconds off on 2 of them. So I'm hoping they don't start going through everything, because I do have small clips here and there. That's why I have to try to not use so many clips, or they'll just block the whole video. Not even copyright. They block it. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Mike. I agree, Mike. Oh, here, Lamont's coming, and now Fred's here. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, you got his book? Nice. Blaze, I did not know that. You could do watch parties on Discord. So could I legally show it? Like, to pull us picture-in-picture, and we could all watch it on together or something and do it? I didn't know that. That would be cool on Discord. I got to look into that. I like Lamont. Lamont's like, he knows Fred is not going to have a heart attack, but he's got the list. Look at that list. I mean, if you want Fred to get better, cut the list down. Fred should not be cleaning their truck at his age. I love Fred. If I ever get back home, I'll do all those things you want. Here comes our bouncer from 3 Degrees. What is that? The Kit Kat? No, I always call it Kit Kat Club. Every time. Every time. It's the Safari Lounge. Remember, he's the bouncer from Safari Lounge. Give me a round trip ticket. James Cagney. That's the second mention of James Cagney in the show. I wonder if they have more. No. No test. It's a lot more. I like Lamont. He's like, don't talk in front of my dad. Listen, you know, we don't want him. Fred's like, I want to know what's going on. Oh, he did? Is that where you're at, Mike? A chat server, you can do regular chats, video, voice chats. Oh, Blaze, I need to look into that. Because, yeah, we only got about 10 people who do this. It's not like we're getting thousands on us here. That'd be cool to do. Right now I'm at Mike. Well, you can see where I'm at. I'm telling you guys. Now, I love it. Now Lamont's so scared. I'm sorry, Pop. He's trying not to cry. He's like turning his head and holding it back. Poor Lamont. His plan backfired. He's like, I'm sorry, Pop. Now Fred's like, what? What do you mean? What's going on? Fred's getting concerned now. At least he doesn't look like Bela Lugosi. This is one of my favorite big dummies. Oh, Mike. Oh, that's the best part. Grady comes in. That's my favorite big dummies. You big cold-blooded dummy. He ain't sick. Fred ain't sick. He's just old and should not be working hard, but Fred is not sick. He just told Grady, I am not sick. And then he dropped over that bed and died. I like when they're moving him here. This is another one of my favorite parts. When they go, the doctor comes in and Fred's like, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Who are you? They're taking you to surgery. To Hoosiery? Here he is. Here comes the doctor. Hey, see the room number? 393. The way he says it. Who are you? Yes. Dan, they still cut now. Like if you see it on TV, that's why I only watch DVD and I only stream it on Peacock. Because I get the whole episode uncut. Man, if you watch it on TV, some of the funniest lines are cut out. Little lines here and there, jokes, segments. Now, in the 80s and 90s, maybe they just cut it out just to save time for commercials. You know? Oh, so see, Dan? That's cool. At least you saw it then. Mr. Banks. Look at Lamont. He's like, what? He was... yes, you were right. He was mean. Here he is. Don't worry about a thing, Papa Banks. That was the one thing is that Lamont did change, especially season 4, he was a little better. Season 5 and 6, most of the time he was way more chill with his dad, right? He would go along like the boxing match, like he would go along with Fred's schemes, or he would be like, hey, you know what? You could do it, but leave me out of it. He did mellow out some, and I think because, like you were saying, a lot of fans, ain't nobody could be that sick. Right, Mike? I know when he says that. But that's what he said, is that a lot of fans felt he was, especially season 1. Oh my gosh. But they were taking it from Steptoe and Son, where they were. Though Steptoe and Son, all seasons were fight, fight, fight. Yeah, sure, money. He ain't switching. No, he's like, leave my hands off the charts. I ain't touching nothing. He almost got hemorrhoid removal. Oh, remember? He gets arthritis. My grandpa used to have arthritis bad. He slides the broom in. My grandpa's hands were like that, arthritis, and he could fit the steering wheel and drive. A whole lot of little ones. See, Fred ain't sick. He knows it. Now, Lamont's got his job to do, and Fred's got to clean, but he should not be washing cars, washing second-story windows or whatever. What a good episode. Good episode, man. Card Sharps got on my nerves. Yeah, Card Sharps. Hernia. Didn't I say that, George? Didn't I say it was hernia? I said it on one of the videos. I think, yeah, it was supposed to be hemorrhoids. George, you're right. I think it was you, George. You or someone else called me out on it. I called it hernia because I remember thinking H, and I was going to write hemorrhoids. It was like a trivia question, or I announced it on the show, the game show one. And I said hernia. Hey, hemorrhoids, hernia, they're both with the H. You both need surgery for them. So, yeah, I did mess up. I remember that. And I think it's probably you, George, called me out on it. But with the show, the original Steptoe and Son, remember, that even to the end, like I haven't seen a lot of Steptoe and Son, barely any. but I did read up on it, and I did read, even they had 2 movies. I think it was 2 or 3. And the very last one, the movie, the last episode that ended it all, they were still going at it, and his son outsmarts the dad and gets what he wants at the end. So it was like, that was part of it. So when you brought that to America with Sanford and Son, you had to keep that element in. Oh, card sharps you were talking about. Card sharps, oh my gosh. But we know if you're a father, if you are a mother, if you have kids, you know your kids don't listen to you. Not every time, but there are times where you'll say, hey, this is what happened to me. Let me tell you. And you lay down an experience, and then your kids are like, yeah, okay, I got it. That's not going to happen to me, Dad. I got this. And Fred is telling him he's doing illegal dealing. Once he won, right? He's using the fly swatter, swatting everyone. He didn't listen. And the best part of the episode, as he's going to each step from remember, tearing out the power, getting him at the front door. My favorite is when he calls him, and he's all, don't, Lamont, don't play that hand. Dummy. That is the best. That is one of the best, man. So that you're right. I think, Dan, you were bringing that up. You were so right that in that one, Lamont's frustrating because he's not listening to anything his dad says, but he shows him at the end. And I always say, hey, man, age and experience is better than youth and cockiness and arrogance. And at the end, it showed it. It showed it. So at least it ends good. Lamont learned a lesson, and he got his stuff back, and a whole lot of, he even got a new hat from Hucklebuck. So do we want to watch another episode, or do you guys want to do the fly swatter? Yeah, when he does that, I love that. When he goes, hey, I'm dealer. Well, duh, of course you are. You're going to illegally get the card. And then he's doing the flies. And when he's hitting everyone, the first few swings are just violent, but he's missing everyone. But if you continue to watch, he gets Rooster, he gets Hucklebuck hard, where Hucklebuck's like, Ron Glass is like, like he's whipping him by his hand. Yeah, he really goes all out. I love that part. It's so realistic because you can tell he's really swinging fast. Oh, you want to do another episode, Mike? Okay. So, and anytime we could talk. Like, we could talk about the episode. We could talk about anything. I'll do one more because after that episode, I got my sons have a friend over, and they're getting crazy, and I'm supposed to be out there with them. So we'll do one more. Do we want to do Party Crashers, or do we want to do a Grady episode? You know, the first few responses we could do. We got Lamont Goes Karate. We got, the real Fred Sanford with Betty Hairston. All right, Share Money. You're always down. I love it. You've been here every single live show we've done. Where's Clyde? I'm surprised Clyde didn't come. Clyde's always here doing the live shows. He loves it too. But everyone else who's coming, thank you for joining. I really appreciate this. Party Crashers. We could do Party Crashers. Yeah, we don't have to do a Grady. Because we've already done, I think we did a Cousin Emma before. We did a Cousin Emma. That one's good, but we could do Party Crashers. I'm kind of not Grady'd out, but for my channel, last week was Grady week. So every short, every episode, everything was all Grady. So yeah, we could do Party Crashers. All right, I'm starting it right now. Oh yeah, when she says, I just love onion stew. Yeah, man, it's so funny. These girls don't, thank you, Share Money. That's why I keep doing it. You know, like I said, it started with just like 3 of us, then it went to 6, then it's like 9, 10, sometimes breaking double digits. Hey, it's great to me. Watching Sanford and Son and chatting about, like me, I forgot all about that one with Cal. I love that one where he's like, hey, Cal even says he's all, no more. And then remember, at the end, yeah, when he sees the bill, he's all, just one more for old time's sake. He's all, oh, it's the big one. And then Cal goes like this, and he falls into Cal's arm. Yeah, I remember that one. But I forgot all about it until you brought it up tonight. So, yeah, good points, guys. So, yeah, Party Crashers. This one's good. Anything with Rollo's good. But, yeah, the girls, they love everything about Fred. Fred, yeah, he ain't got no ripple. We ain't nothing without no ripple. Yeah, man. Yeah. Those girls are 2 live wires. From Detroit. Pretty Little Women. Fred singing. I love Fred singing. Anytime you get Red Fox singing, I'm 100% in. And he always picks up food. He dropped some of the chopped up onions and different things. Remember when he dropped the turkey for, what's his name? Bowlegs? He dropped that on the ground. Bouja. Share Money. Beaujolais. Or something. Yeah. And you know, I didn't know this until we started doing the channel when I was looking up the show. Remember that's is it Gibbs from 227 and from the Jeffersons? That's her daughter. I had no idea, but when you see it, Fred Sheetenhart was one of the first episodes that you watched as a kid. Oh, so you know, so you get, that's a special place to you when it's one of your first ones or your favorite as a kid. That one always hangs at the top for you. Then it's a great one. Season 3, it's a great one. But yeah, that's Gibbs. On my channel, not live. I haven't done Lamont African live. We'll do that eventually, Blaze. But on my channel videos, I do episode breakdowns where I'm going to go through the entire history of the show. Right now, we're in season 2, and a couple weeks ago, I did Lamont Goes African. You can go check that out, where I basically just talk about it and give clips and laugh about it. So I did do that. That one was one of my favorite ones to do. I could not stop laughing. All uptown dudes. He ain't an uptown dude. He's a downtown dud. Oh, share money you did too about Gibbs. Yeah, isn't that crazy? And when you know it, if you're watching the episode with us, when you know it, you go, oh my gosh. You see it right away. You go, oh my gosh. It looks just like Gibbs, but younger version. Beautiful woman too. Beautiful. Oh, there's Rollo's knock. Is this when he bought the whole spool? But it's right here. Few new threads. It's the whole spool. Rollo is so cool. Oh, this is the whole spool. He looks cool, man. I like it. Fred calls it a bedspread, but I think it looks cool. I like the peach shirt. I'd rather have a different hat color, but the jacket and the shirt look nice. You talked me into it. I do agree. Fred should have went on the dang trip to Catalina. Why did he not go on the trip to Catalina? They're so excited. Sin City. Stay sexy and ready to enjoy. Rollo, man. Nathaniel Taylor is a great, man. He is a great actor and he's fun to watch. The where is here. You just lost me. See, this is why I love Sanford and Son. I mean, all shows have that where you go, hey, I love this character, I love that character, and then they come and stop by. No, I did not know that, Share Money. Thank you very much. I learned something new. That's why I love doing this. I never knew he taught theater. I never knew that. Well, he should. Who else is going to know? He can act, man. He's a good actor. Yeah, Rollo should have, Mike. He should. Can you imagine just a bunch of spinoffs from Sanford and Son where it's Rollo and just his life and doing all the things he's up to and hooking up with women? Rollo and Lamont move out. They should have did that show, right? When Red Fox left in real life. Keep it. Forget Sanford and Son. Just say Lamont and Rollo. Something. A spinoff from that where it was just them. Here comes Fred. I love this. I thought it was a bedspread. Even Rollo laughs. That's why I love Rollo's character. He's always looking at her like this. He's got his movement and he's busting up. He's got good news. Australia. What are you trying to say? He's a criminal? Remember they used to put criminals in Australia. Oh, you did, Blaze? I bet you a lot of women did. I bet you a lot of women did, Blaze. I mean, he's got everything. He's got the looks. He's got the voice. He's cool. He's got the threads. Oh, the echo. I love this part. The echo. Concentrated fun. And then watch Fred. Fred's like, shuffle ball into the sun. See the flying fish. What a simple line. And it's the writing is great, but when I watch this, it's executed flawlessly with these guys. He's all, this Bashir must have came with the echo. Hey, has anyone ever seen flying fish, by the way? My dad used to own a boat. We would go to Catalina like this on his boat. I've seen flying fish a bunch of times. It's pretty cool. They're pretty cool. They just kind of hover up and their little fins flapping like wings, and they can glide for a little bit. It's pretty cool. Yes, D-Dog, Fred was always cool, man. I mean, Rollo was always cool with them. And once in a while, he'd call him out, like, Mr. Sanford, why you always treat me like a common criminal? He said, because I want you to feel at home, Rollo. But yeah, he does. Rollo's always cool with it. Uh-oh, my battery's low. There we go. I'm still here. I had to plug it in. My battery was low. I know. Why doesn't Fred just go? Fred can just go. He doesn't need... D-Dog. Yeah, that's one of mine. Damn a dipper. Beaujolais. I like Lamont in the background. Beaujolais. Lamont's all right then. Bruise your lipple. And we don't want no onion stew. Yes, you do. See, Fred knows. He knows, man. Women want food. This, I know. You're not going out with girls from junior high at a skating rink. You're going out with real women. Oh, watch when Rollo smells it, and they edit the sound. Like, I wonder if he said, damn. Watch. See? I bet you anything. I bet anything if I had money on it. Rollo probably goes, damn. And maybe they wanted to cut damn out. Because you look at his face, he's like that. But then it goes, it makes like a weird noise that they added over. Like the sound effects department added it over. I always remember when I see that, I'm like, it's funny. It's funny as heck, but I'm like, why did they cut what Rollo said? Unless he wasn't loud enough for the audio. I know. You ain't got nothing in comedy, so I eat, I drink, I dance. What do these girls do? Yeah, these women like Fred's generation. This one's so good when he moves out. And Rollo always says that. These are live wires with with no installation. He always says that. Damn a dipper. D-Dog. Damn a dipper. French furniture polish. Yeah, George, that's right. That's what he calls it. Never. Some French furniture polish or something. I know, Rollo's place is too small. It's like a studio apartment. Yeah, you got no... at this stage, Rollo should have said, well, he can't now. But it's like, he can have one date over. His place is too small for a double date. He almost says, right here, he's cutting up and he's saying, I think Fred was going to mess it up. Yeah, Mike, that's something you take to the zoo to feed the animals. When he's cutting, you see Fred, he actually starts to say Jacques Cousteau the right way. He's all Jacques Cou, and then he stops when he says Cou. He's all Jack Gusto. He corrects himself from actually saying it correct. He messes up for the show. It's funny. When he moves out, too, and he goes to Rollo's apartment, I love when he's sitting there all depressed. He's just sitting there. His dad made him feel guilty. Now he feels guilty. And he's all, man, most cutouts when they're 16. How old are you? He's all 30. What are you waiting on? Medicare? So good. Oh my gosh. I want to keep sneezing, but I'm able to hold it in. When I sneeze, oh man, I sneeze like 7, 8, 9 times. Fred said he built this empire. I built this. Ah, get the hell out of here. Bouger. Fred is so good, dude. Honestly, D-Dog, he can make it work with one. But if you see how small it is, remember when they're in there, I'm like, how do you make that work? Like there's a small little table, right? A couch in front. You got the kitchen right behind it. It's literally like the size of Fred's kitchen. So I'm like, man, if you had girls, maybe if they didn't care, right? Maybe they went out to eat and you came back, right? You went out to a restaurant and then you came back and you dimmed the lights and one's in the bedroom, one's in the couch in the living room. You could do that. But they want to dance. They want to eat the potato chips. Remember, I just go, there's not much room to dance. Not with 4 people. That's why I think. But, like you said, Looks like great catch, Mike. Yeah, it does. I didn't even think of that. It does look like their apartment, real small like that. Where you're like, hey, the honeymooners fit 4 people in there. That's my father, my mother, my brother, my uncle, my aunt, my cousin. I'm the whole damn family. And he says, and landlord, that's not a good thing. Fred, he's like, you're looking at me like it won't be the same. Son of a junk dealer union. Son of a... Oh, you do share money? See, yeah. When it's like that small. When I moved out, I had 2 roommates, so we had a bigger place. But when I was by myself for a bit, yeah, you can't afford something like that. So Rollo's doing everything he can to get by. It's still Fred. Yeah, Rollo was messing up. He's got kitchen in it. Yes, 100%, D-Dog. Rollo messes this up. Maybe, like I said, if they had a real meal and maybe move the couch out of the way, set up a table, eat right there, make a real meal, and then separate everything, and one in the bedroom, one in the... But honestly, in the end, Fred should have went out. Fred should have went out for a night on the town, trip to Catalina. He could have took Bubba. He could have took... I don't know if he wants to take Grady. Grady's his TV watching buddy. Grady will say someone's going to fall off the boat and die. But take Bubba. Oh, this is when he's telling him to be closer to your age. Marry your mother when I was 7. She wasn't born yet. Yeah, he should have. Oh my gosh. Look at Fred, he's already standing there with his threads. Yeah, there you, I didn't even think of that, Mike. Yeah, he could have taken Donna. Yeah, but nope, Fred had to be a party crasher and ruin the whole thing. I know, Fred, man, he is so good at making people feel guilty. Just like a married couple, right? Just like people have said in the past on this channel, they are like a married couple. Where, you know, Fred is the wife and always makes Lamont feel guilty. Can't go out and have a good time without making you feel guilty. Can't go out a night in the town with Julio or Rollo. Can't move out. Everything he does, he's going to make him feel guilty. And now look, now he's calling Grady. He's calling Grady to hang out with them when you could have just went with Grady to Catalina. He's getting his glasses. Mike. Yeah, remember that? My father's got the worry the smile off of Mona Lisa. Great quote, man. Great quote. Is that the one, Rising Libra? Earlier, is that the first episode of season 3 or the 3rd, I think? That's Grady's first episode, I think. He's talking about onion stew and Ripple. Yeah, share money. He should feel bad. Grady's got a date. Hey, the 2 girls at the end of this, aren't those Grady's friends? I think, remember at the end there's 2 women? I think those are Grady's friends, right? Doesn't he say, or does he just say I'm having a couple women? I thought he said, oh, a couple of Grady's friends are coming over and we're going to have 4 of us get together. Everyone thinks that. Mike, everyone thinks that. Oh, yeah. But everyone thinks that, no, the first one ever with the TV is that's not in season 2. Grady's first one is season 3. Let me see. Where's that one? I can look it up right here. Which one is that? This little TV went to the market. Now, see on the DVDs, if you look them up. Yeah, thank you, Share Money. The DVDs, they have the order like this, but when you actually look up the official order on like online, the orders that they were listed in broadcasting, and also if you go to like, it's the very first one was the one with Libra. Because if you look it up, it says that one, they have that listed as, I can't look, it's on my phone now. But when you actually go to Sanford and Son all-time episodes. It shows them in a row, and it shows that one, I think it's the second or third of season 1, and it says that's the first one. And they list them in order they were debuted on TV, not for like the DVD or sets or anything like that. But it was listed, and it said that was the first one with Grady was the one where, oh, here we go. The girls are there. The ladies look like they're like, they're not having it here. Yeah, look at, there's no room for the guys to even sit down. Oh, I missed the part we were talking. But when he says that, he's all, you got to cut out, what are you waiting on, Medicare? Peanuts, potato chips, and clam dip. They're getting clowned by these girls. Look at Rollo. Hey, babe, that's all we got. The girls are pissed. Eating. Yeah, doesn't she? She looks just like her mom. That's her daughter. And I don't know if she did anything else. I guess I should look her up. When we get to this episode, that's when I usually look up the characters. But yeah, that's her daughter, Marla Gibbs' daughter. And it's funny how she looks almost identical to her. I wonder if she ever did anything else. I'd have to look her up. You would think so, unless she didn't like the Hollywood life. Oh, that belly rubbing kind? Oh, man. Can you imagine if she was in this? Instead of Mary? Mary coming in as the housekeeper? Fred probably would have liked her, though. Remember, he didn't want Mary, but he would have liked if Marla Gibbs was in this. Florence from the coming from the Jeffersons. She's all, I ain't moving on up at this junk heap. I'm going back to George. Oh, this is when they're drinking it. Oh, she was on Good Times? Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Thank you, Blaze. That's good to know. This is what she calls it, furniture polish. What is it, furniture polish? Every time I watch these episodes with Ripple, it drives me nuts. I can't taste it. I'll never know. I'm going to die never knowing what Ripple tastes like. It always sounds... I'm not a drinker, so I don't really drink, but I would love to have at least tried this. Bring on the Ripple! Angela, she still looks good at 70? She's blessed with good genes to look that amazing still at that age. The short hair girl, what was she from? Oh God, this is when Fred's there. I remember I watched this with my 2 kids last time. When Rollo makes that reaction, they both start laughing. When he's all, oh no, my oldest son's like, oh Fred's there. They knew right away. Fred looks nice in his suit. Yeah, oh, there you go, Blaze. See, that's what I'm saying. I've seen other ones. Like, that's why I catch them from What's Happening. I catch them, I even catch one guy from Andy Griffith. There's a guy in Sanford and Son. The girls just showed up at Rollo's. Oh, that's where you're at, Mike? Yeah, this is where Fred just got here, Mike, in this one. He's all, how's my good friend Rollo? My good friend Rollo. But Blaze, there was an Andy Griffith. There's one. Marla Gibbs is still going strong. Oh, yeah. Share money? Yeah, she is. That's awesome, man. That's so great to see that. I love when we have people from, like, our favorite time and era of shows and movies and television, and now they're still around and still doing well or looking great. But the episode where Barney gets a motorcycle and he has a sidecar, one of the side guys in the background, he's actually... he's one of the few blacks people I've ever seen in Andy Griffith. Him, there's a couple women too. But he's there and he's laughing. He's also the guy in the episode where Fred does with the elephant. And remember when Bubba throws the water and it gets on the guy from City who's there to check for the elephant? The guy in the background who's kind of bald, he gets water all over him and then he's like, he's making that face and he's trying not to laugh. He's a background in Andy Griffith. He's a background in this. And he's in What's Happening Now. I love onion stew. Booze your legs or something. That's so funny. Oh, talent show he played. Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. He was in the movie Sparkle. I might have covered that. I did do a whole thing on Bubba. Bubba did Don Bexley did so many things. I love Don Bexley. Father, grandfather, served in the war, toured the world, did everything right, man. On and off camera, did everything right. Don Bexley, he's a man you tip your cap to. Don Bexley big time. He's all, you girls would be interested in my kind of dancing. The boogie woogie. Trucking. I like when he's all trucking. They're all, show me some. Yeah. Look at Rollo. Rollo's in the background. He's like, poor guys. They thought they were going to have a heck of a night, and now they got nothing. Fred's doing it. Fred's doing his. The girls love it. See, they can dance. There's room to dance. Trucking. Trucking. I love when Fred does that. Rollo's always doing it to us again. They're going to Catalina. Oh, man. I love this. They're both dancing. Fred's like, Rollo, yeah, he is hating. Yes, Blaze, I did know that. I didn't see that. I remember someone's mentioned he was the wino in that. Woody was also in, the actor who played Woody, he was also in What's Happening Season 2. He was the manager of the apartment Raj and them were going to rent. Oh, I just missed your last comment. Was that Dan? Who said that? Fred, yeah, Fred took all their dates. And now he doesn't want them home. Wow. I chose to be a homeless drunk. Man, I don't know any actor who played a drunk better than Woody did in Sanford and Son. Everything he was in, man. He could play one of the best drunks I've ever seen. It's so believable. You actually feel like he is on set. Oh, then he's got the ladies coming in. And I like Lamont. Lamont sees him and he's like, his eyes get big. He's like, can I just stay? You know, can I just hang out and watch? He said, I'll just go up in my room. And he's like, nope, get out of here. Get out of here. Poor Lamont. I feel bad for Lamont. They don't eat your kind of food. They don't dance your kind of dance. They don't drink your kind of drinks. Yeah, they don't eat peanuts and potato chips. Sorry, Lamont. You can't be in this party. Boogie, woogie, boogie. Fred's so funny. I hope that one's not Grady's. Boogie, woogie. She threw Fred into the next room. I know, isn't that funny, Mike? They both end up going to... That's what I would have done if I was Rollo Lamont once Fred got there. Because you know you're not getting anything now. They're just buddies. You're nothing else you could do. Oh, man. Otis was believable. I'd have to go with Woody. Share money on that one. No, I haven't, Blaze. I haven't heard LaWanda Page's stand-up comedy. I heard it could be pretty raunchy. I heard it could be... She goes all out. But I haven't heard it. I've researched it. I'll just say that. But hey, with the thing right there, you said share money. I'd have to say Otis is really good, but he seems kind of like, hey, you know, the old cartoon kind of drunk, like he's seeing pink elephants, which is good. But I think Woody, like when I see Woody, like I said, even on the show, you feel like, hey, is this guy drunk on set? Is this guy drunk during the take? During the takes? So I totally have to go with Woody on that one. Otis is still funny though. What, Mike? You got him on your Facebook friends list? That's pretty cool. You know, that's one thing I'd always love to do. And Twitter, wow. So, thank you, Share Money. See, that's what I've read. I've always read that it was pretty out there. I mean, you just look at the covers of hers, and then Leroy and Skillet. They're pretty intense, pretty raunchy. So it's you know, it's not something I'm gonna put on this. No one. Remember, I know. I love when Grady says that. Woody, I hate to tell you, you'd have to be drunk to be married to Aunt Esther. Because he's all, you know, I never drank before I married Aunt Esther. He's all, no way you married her sober. But, yeah, thank you, Share Money. Yeah, I do think that Woody is better than Otis on that. But, dang it, what was I going to say? Oh, it was something with Grady. Dang it, I forget. It's filthy, I love it. She had a hard time playing her characters. Yes, that's one thing I do know, Blaze, that people have said, that she did have a hard time because she was being herself, right, with her comebacks and her wittiness and her quick snapbacks, because she even said I didn't never really acted. I was just myself with my lines, but she's the Bible and doing everything completely opposite of what she lives in life. Oh man, some of the comments I'm getting, they're disappearing. I'm not seeing them long enough. So I see it, I see the first line, I don't see the whole thing. So I do apologize if I'm not getting the full comment. I do apologize. All right, did anyone else have anything else they want to say before we take off? Any other comments? Did anybody watch my Chicago Bulls comparison to the greatest show in TV again, with the greatest show in NBA in the 90s, possibly all time with the Bulls? Yeah, man, it's funny. I've always known how great the Bulls were, and when Jordan left, how they still almost pulled it off. And I was like, that shows how good they were. And then when we were doing Grady Week, I was like, hey, you know what? Grady, the ratings didn't dip. The season, the rankings were just as good, if not better. Grady didn't take it to another level, but it never got worse. And that was the whole point. That's why I said, I'm going to make a video on that. And so I did that one. I did see a lot of good comments. Mike, Sharon Money, everybody who Clyde, who normally watch our channel and did comment a lot. So I appreciate that. Anytime you watch something and you comment and like, huge appreciation. And a lot of our videos get great like to watch ratios. I love that. You have to listen to it one night after the kids are asleep. If my kids ever go to sleep, sometimes they stay up later than me. I got to get them to bed. But yeah, I'll give it a listen. I can find it online. I can find it on YouTube. I know it's out there. I finally got to get back to normal. You know what? I've been putting it off, honestly, with our show. It's the Infernal Love Triangle. That's coming up this Tuesday. If you're a regular on our show, if you're just joining the live stream for a little bit, I do every Tuesday episode breakdown. Well, last week we had to get out the results of the top 20 one and done characters of all time. First time catching live. Oh, thank you, Blaze. Yeah, I'm glad you joined us. Like I said, every show we've done, we've had someone new come and say, hey, I watched it live. Yeah, it's great because even if you're watching at home, we're still talking about the show, communicating, sharing. I'm learning things, which I love, and other people are learning as well. But we did back-to-back weeks. I've skipped the next episode, and not on purpose. We've had a plans we had to do. I have schedules set, but we're finally going to get to. We're almost done with season 2, and it is probably one of the. It still has funny line. Remember, every Sanford and Son I always say is hilarious and better than anything on now, but it's the Infernal Triangle, where Fred's going to get married to the lady, and then it turns out Lamont used to date her, and they are still, and it was just a big weird. I've never been a huge fan of that one. Like I said, I laugh at it, but when it comes to episodes bottom 10 that I don't really ever, if I would just scroll through it, that's when I don't watch that much. I've probably seen it maybe 3 times there's some, like the episode we just watched, the Party Crashers or Fred's Cheating Heart. I have probably seen those 50 times or more each. And that one, my first live to catch all the other vids, was never able to catch. Hey, I'm glad. 5.7 point bit. Hey, thank you for joining us. You never liked which one? The Downey episodes? What's that one? Is that, you mean like, I don't get that, Mike. What's the Downey episodes? Is that like if it brings down? Is that a director? Yeah, see? It's okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All of them, from 136 to 1, they're all good episodes. But it's just, I don't know. There's no big money grip. There's no like Fred Sheenhart, the hospital scene. There's no Leroy and Skillet at the Safari Lounge. There's no, oh my gosh, I got to see this. It's, oh yeah, I remember that one. It's kind of an awkward situation, and it's got some jokes. I'd rather see it than never have been created. But if I'm going to watch episode, I'm not, like I said, literally 3 times probably of all the time. So it's going to feel fresh for me, right? I'll be like, hey, I forgot this, I forgot that. Oh, the dowry, okay. Thank you. Maybe I missaid it. I thought it said the Downey. The dowry, yeah. Oh, okay. Maybe that's what they mean. Yeah, and that one is kind of a downer. That one is kind of a downer, Blaze. It still could be that. But she got a lot of money coming. Yeah. That was yes, that one. That one, we did that one. Isn't that the one with Cousin Grady? That one's okay. Cousin Grady's cool. You get to see, he almost met, remember in Sanford, Eve, Evelyn, she's in it right there as Grady's wife in that one. So that one's got some funny parts. That's one where it's like, I remember talking about it saying, I remember the end was pretty funny. The end of it and stuff was pretty good. No, Blaze, that's what I thought too. Kind of like, oh, the downers where they're not something like, because Fred's going to get married, which is weird. He's already got Donna. And then Lamont wants it, and it's a huge mix up, and it doesn't really have any happy solutions other than Fred and Lamont always ended up together. So we'll have that episode this Tuesday, and then Friday and then we'll have a schedule coming out. But thank you for everyone who watched today. Thank you for hanging out the entire time, whether you missed 1,000 was big. Oh, heck yeah. Oh my gosh. What's 10,000? Remember we had someone say like $15 was like almost near 100 back in those days when Lamont was playing poker. Like what you could buy with 15 then would cost around 80 to 100, something like that. Where you're like, wow, that's a big bet. That's a big bet for poker back then for the amount of money. So 10 grand, man, you could go buy a house and you could leave California and go buy a house in other states easily for 10 grand. That's nothing now, but yeah, at that time, that's huge. Lamont could have got married, started a whole life with his wife, but remember Fred just wanted the 10 grand there, and then when he finds out Lamont's leaving, he's like, no. He changed his whole story. And that's the one thing I love about that episode is Lamont doesn't trick his dad. It ends where Lamont is friends with his dad. He's like, hey, Dad, I was only marrying him for you, and Lamont's like, or Fred's like, hey, you know what? No, son, I don't want to lose you. Don't worry about it. I'll get you out of this. And then remember he says, she's going to put you on a crash diet. That one's so funny. But the fact that he did that, the fact that he did it the right way, I mean, it's all fictional, but the way it would be in real life to where Lamont didn't, as was it Dan earlier saying that? Or was it you, Blaze, where you said you didn't like Lamont early on and how he could be so mean? That's a great example of how Lamont wasn't. He let Fred think, hey, he's like, hey, I'm going to marry you. And he said, I just did it for you, Dad. And then Fred said, no. And he pulls it all back. And then Lamont in the end goes, hey, my dad's happy. I'm happy. That's the best way to handle it. So I thought that one was a good example of Lamont being smarter. Oh, what, George? You don't say about the money? About how expensive? Yeah, like you said, George, 10,000. I'm thinking that's what you meant. That was a lot back then. Oh my gosh. I know. I think my in-laws, they bought their house for less than 30,000 or less or something like that, and that's in California, and that's in I think they got it in the 60s. Uh-oh, my light died. Let me see if I got any power left. All right, so thank you so much for everyone who joined. This is shaking. Have a great weekend, or at least a great Sunday. I had a great Saturday. I'm exhausted, but this is always fun. I will try. Next week I work. I could be home, but I'll probably delay it, go for another week when we'll be back on here doing another live show. Some of them will be we just have 3 topics and we just talk for 30, 40. Last time we talked for nearly an hour, just about fun Sanford and Son subjects. That's it. Or we'll do another live show where we watch a couple of, I mean, we did talk a lot. So mixing in an episode with the conversation, I think is great as well. Oh, forget the light. But you guys have a great Sunday. Thank you again for joining. Have a great night. It's time to go. We're holding you, hoping, we're hoping you, yeah, I love chatting. Like I said, that's why the channel's here. And that's why I like to do the live shows. It's just hard for me to get in so many live shows with baseball, football, work. The good news is I do a bunch of fantasy football work as well on the side, but no football season, so nothing's going on there. Have a great weekend, Share Money. Yeah, so thank you everybody for hanging out, watching. And yeah, anytime you're watching my videos, if you enjoy it, don't like it if you don't enjoy it. But if you enjoy it, a like always goes a long way. It really helps promote the channel more and get more videos out there for other people. And we just reached 1,200 subscribers. 1,200 subscribers in less than a year. Man, I thought it would take over a year to get 1,000. Thank you, Blaze. I'm so happy you made it. I'll always try to put at least 1 to 2 days in advance when I do a live show. So if you see it, you know, click in that you're ready to go. You'll get notified and we'll come and do this again. Because every time there's something different, different subjects and just something fun. And I really, like I said, I can talk for hours. You know, that's one thing my wife complains about is, man, you talk too much. And I go, well, let me take advantage of that and put it on a show. But have a great weekend and a week. Stay safe. And we'll see you next time. Thank you, guys. Talk to you later. Peace. Let me turn this off.